In this lesson of Sharh Kitab al-Da' wa Dawa, the Shaykh reads from Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah about how sins weaken the heart's journey towards Allah and the hereafter. Ibn al-Qayyim says that one of the punishments of sins is that they weaken the qalb in its sayr ila Allah wa dar al-akhirah. Sometimes sins only slow the heart down, sometimes they block it completely, and sometimes they turn it back in the opposite direction, away from Allah. The Shaykh explains that the real traveler is the heart, not the body. When the qalb is strong, even a weak and sick body forces itself to the masjid and to good deeds. When the qalb is weak because of sins, even a strong body stays lazy when it hears Hayya ala salah. Ibn al-Qayyim then links sins to the 8 things from which the Prophet ﷺ used to seek refuge: al-ham, al-hazn, al-ajz, al-kasal, al-jabn, al-bakhl, dhil'u ad-dayn, qahru al-rijal. The Shaykh explains them briefly. Al-ham and al-hazn, pain in the qalb about future worries or past regrets. Al-ajz and al-kasal, not doing good because you truly cannot, or simply because you will not. Al-jabn and al-bakhl, refusing to benefit others with your body or with your wealth. Dhil'u ad-dayn and qahru al-rijal, being crushed by debts or by the power and injustice of people. According to Ibn al-Qayyim, sins are among the strongest causes that bring these 8 troubles into a person's life. They also help bring jahd al-bala', dark al-shaqa', su' al-qada', shamatat al-a'da', as well as the removal of blessings, the change of health, and the sudden arrival of punishment. The Shaykh notes that reciting dua for protection while continuing in the major causes sins is like treating symptoms while feeding the disease. Next, Ibn al-Qayyim explains that sins remove blessings and bring calamities. He uses the verses, وَمَا أَصَابَكُم مِّن مُّصِيبَةٍ فَبِمَا كَسَبَتْ أَيْدِيكُمْ وَيَعْفُ عَنْ كَثِيرٍ, and ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ لَمْ يَكُ مُغَيِّرًا نِعْمَةً أَنْعَمَهَا عَلَى قَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. When people change their inner state from obedience and gratitude to disobedience and ingratitude, Allah changes their outer condition accordingly. Ibn al-Qayyim then talks about how sins turn the qalb away from health to sickness. A healthy qalb loves as-salah, Qur'an and dhikr. When it is infected by repeated ma'asi, it loses this taste and becomes bored or even annoyed with acts of worship. He compares sins to chronic diseases of the body that prevent it from benefiting from healthy food. The Shaykh highlights a key point. Real happiness is the happiness of the qalb with Allah. Many people think pleasure is in al-ma'siyah, but that pleasure fades quickly and leaves behind heavy regret and pain. The joy of ta'ah, however, is lasting and real. Stays with the believer in his solitude, in his sleep, and when he wakes up. Ibn al-Qayyim quotes statements from early Muslims who said things like, "If the people of paradise are in a state like what we feel now, then they are truly in a good life, and there is a paradise in this world. Whoever does not enter it will not enter the paradise of the hereafter." They meant the paradise of a dhikr, a salat, hubbullah, and inner closeness to Him. Finally, he explains that the verse, "Innal abrar lafi na'im, wa innal fajjar lafi jahim," does not apply only to the next life. The abrar are in na'im in this world, in al-barzakh, and in the final home. The fajjar are in jahim, in all 3 stages as well. The starting point of both na'im and jahim is the qalb, light, peace, and nearness to Allah on one side, with fear, anxiety, tightness, and distance on the other. So this lesson shows that sins do not just break a few rules. They weaken the heart's journey to Allah, bring specific emotional and worldly hardships, strip away blessings, and deprive the servant of the inner joy that is the real life of the believer.